Definitions of context and the role or importance of context in discourse analysis. Definitions of context. When studying reference and inference, George Yule took context into account. He provided us with a somewhat general definition. Context is the physical environment in which a word is used. George Yule, 2000, 128 H. G. Widdowson, when focusing his study on language meaning, thought context as those aspects of the circumstance of actual language use which are taken as relevant to meaning. Guy Cook, in his definition, context is just a form of knowledge the world, and the term context can be used in a broad and narrow sense. Guy Cook, 1999, page 24. The role or importance of context. As we can see, context plays a very important role in discourse analysis. Let us try to generalize its role as follows. A. Eliminating ambiguity. Ambiguity refers to a word, phrase, sentence or group of sentences with more than one possible interpretation or meaning. There are two kinds of ambiguities: lexical ambiguity and structural ambiguity. Lexical ambiguity is mostly caused by homonymy and polysemy. For example, these four words, right, right, right and right, are all pronounced as rate, but they are quite different from each other. Let us also have a look at the following sentence: I like Bill more than Mary. This sentence can mean, I like Bill more than Mary does. Or, I like Bill more than I like Mary. In such examples, a given context can indicate what the sentence exactly means. B. Indicating reference. To avoid repetition, we usually use such words like I, you, he, this, that, etc. to replace some noun phrases, or words like do, can, should, etc. to replace verb phrases, or then, there, etc. to replace adverbial phrase of time and place. Therefore, context is of great importance in understanding the reference of such words. C. Detecting conversational implicature. The term conversational implicature is used by Grice to account for what a speaker can imply, suggest, or mean, as distinct from what the speaker literally says, and it is deduced on the basis of the conversational meaning of words together with the context, under the guidance of the cooperative principle and its four maxims, i.e., quantity, quality, relation and manner. Let us look at the following example. The husband has just finished supper and wanted to watch TV. leaving his wife alone to clear the table and wash dishes. Wife: shouldn't you help me do some housework? Husband: I have worked for 9 hours. Superficially, the husband's answer has nothing to do with the wife's question. He violates the maxim of relevance. Actually, we must assume that the husband is adhering to the cooperative principle and means something more than the literal meaning. The additional meaning, namely, conversational implicature, is that he has worked for a whole day, so he is too tired to help his wife to do any housework. Conclusion. We have talked about the definition, classification, and role of context in discourse analysis from different aspects. However, it is certain that the list can go on as further study deepens. In a word, context plays a very important role in discourse analysis. A discourse and its context are in close relationship. The discourse elaborates its context and the context helps interpret the meaning of utterances in the discourse.